Installing the seed virtual machine on Google Cloud is an excellent idea, considering all these Apple Silicon-based devices coming in which do not support virtualization through VirtualBox or VMware. This is also a good choice for people who do not want to install virtual machine because that might make your laptop or desktop slower, and you do not want to limit yourself to the device that you are going to use. Because if you install it this way, you are able to access the virtual machine from anywhere. It could be your laptop, it could be your iPad, your phone, or even your Chromebook. So no hardware limitation. However, the caveat here is using a virtual machine on the cloud. It's not very expensive, but it may not be free. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, as of 2023, if you sign up for a new Google Cloud account, you are going to get $300 free credit as a new user, which should be more than enough for an entire semester. Say you do not get free credit, or if you are using it continuously, for those users even, the total cost for 10 labs for the entire semester is going to be about $5 or at most $10. Now let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is go to the cloud.google.com link and click Get Started for Free. I'm showing you this because I have already done this and I have created my own account. Now when you click there, it will ask you for your credit or debit card information, but you are not going to be charged. There will be a dummy charge, probably for $1, but you are going to get it back. This is just to verify your payment method. So go ahead and go through all the steps. You will also need to verify your email account. So they're going to send you an email. Click on that link and your account will be verified. And you're also going to get $300 credit when you sign up. If you use your school account with .edu, that email, that will give you additional 100 credit. This is an offer that exists now, may not be available in the future. Now you're going to be getting this free trial for 3 months. Now after you are done, you have set up and registered for that account, click on this console.cloud.google.com. I will link this in the description. So I'm going to put everything that I use in the video description. So once you click there, you're going to see this page. So I'm going to switch back to that page. So let's go. You'll see a screen like this. Now we are ready to create our new virtual machine. To do that, from the left-hand side menu, select Compute Engine. And then from the top, select VM Instances. You will see this screen. Now I already have a virtual machine, but maybe you don't have one. You're creating it for the first time, so it's okay. We will click Create Instance. And then give it a name. It has to be small letters. I'll write seed VM. Then you'll have to select a region. The default one is okay, but I could also go ahead and choose one of the other regions from here. So let's say I want US Central. So select one of the regions. And then the most important thing, how much RAM or how many CPU cores do you want for your virtual machine? Now for the seed labs, the default one, E2, this should be sufficient, and I recommend this one. If you want higher configuration, you can select one of these, and depending on that, your monthly estimate is going to vary. Now do not worry about this figure because this monthly estimate is considering regular users a lot of different processing. Your cost is not going to be that high. Pay attention to the hourly rate. Right now, it's only 3 cents per hour. Even if you spend 10 hours per lab, your entire cost is going to be $3 at the end of the semester. Now we are going to customize this, and then this cost might change a little bit. Let's go down. I'll only talk about the things that you do have to change. Now after you go down, I'm going to select E2 medium. So that means 2 virtual CPU, 1 core and 4 GB of memory. This is good enough. Standard, keep it like that. No need to change. Select enable display device. So this is my first change. And then under boot disk, click change. When you are here, seed VM requires Ubuntu 20.04. So select Ubuntu, and 20.04 is default. So we already have this selected, and make sure this is x86 64 and then this one. Okay. Then it says balanced persistent disk, how much hard drive you want. So I'm gonna select 25 gigabyte and then click here, select. Based on your configuration that you chose, your overall cost might change a little bit. So for me now it's 4 cents per hour. Then let's go down. We don't need to change anything else. We are gonna click create. And then it will take a few minutes for the VM to be created. Once the VM is ready, you're gonna see a green icon right below the status column, and it will say the VM is running. So let's give it a few minutes. Your VM is being created. All right, our VM is ready. So let's go ahead and click on that VM and then connect to the VM. For new users, I recommend this option, open in browser window. You can also connect to the VM in other ways, but for now, let's do this. This is the easiest and most convenient. Once you click there, it will give you the terminal. It's connecting us to that virtual machine. All right, we are within the virtual machine now. If you want to change the font size, you can go here and change the settings, theme, font size, and all of this. Let me switch to the light option. You can see this. I actually prefer the dark one, so let's go back to the dark one. And font sizes and other things. And it also supports copy paste. I find this interface very easy to use for new users. Okay, now we are already within the VM, and let me clear the screen by typing clear. If you're new to Linux, please check some of the Linux intro tutorials. I also have some videos like that. I'm gonna put the links in the video description. So the basic Linux commands are gonna be really useful if you're working on the seed VM. Okay, so what I want to first do is I'm gonna write uname-a. It will show me information about the current operating system. So it's 20.04 Ubuntu. That means we are good to go. Right now, we are within a fresh install of Ubuntu OS. We need to customize it. We need to install the lab software that we need for the seed VM. And that process is actually pretty easy. I'll show you how to do this. What we need to do first is update this machine. So let's update the machine. Sudo apt update. Then once you are done, we need to download the files needed for the seed VM. You can find these files using this link. It's available from the seed VM website. I'm also going to put this link in the video description. So we just downloaded that zip file. If you type in ls, it will show you this file, src-cloud.zip. Now to unzip this file, we need the unzip software. So let's go ahead and install that software. Sudo apt-y install unzip. It will install the unzip software. Now we are ready. To unzip, simply type unzip and then the file name, and it extracted all the files. If I type ls-l, I will see the newly created folder that is going to have all the files. Now we need to go inside that folder. So let's change our directory and type ls-l. At this time, you should have install.sh. This is a shell script that we need to run, and all those seed related software will be automatically installed for us. We are almost done. Okay, so now it's gonna take a few minutes to complete all these software installations. So just sit back and relax. It's gonna be ready. We do need to give some input. After a few minutes, I'll tell you when. Okay, so this is the first place you need to give some input. It's asking whether we are gonna give access to other users for Wireshark, non-super users. You have to select no. So press enter or return on the keyboard. Okay, so this is the last place. We are almost done. We need to select a default display manager. We are going to select the light DM display manager. So select that and then press return. Okay, we are done. Now at last we got everything set up, and all we need to do is to log into the seed account. So for all the labs, you need to log into that account, and how we do that is using that sudo command. So sudo su then seed. And now you should see your username is changed to seed. So for all the labs, you need to be in the seed account. So use that command. And the final thing to verify that indeed we are in that account, try ID, and you should get this ID equals seed. So that's all you need to see, and your seed VM is now ready to use. Now something to note, every time you're done with the lab, make sure to turn off this VM. Otherwise it's gonna keep running and it will increase the bill. So basically it's gonna continue charging you. So the turning off or shutdown command is sudo and then shutdown -h now. It will disconnect and turn the entire VM off. It says connection failed because our machine has been turned off. Then close this tab and it will take you to this screen. If you go back to the previous page, it will show you your VM. Now of course it says the instance is running because this page has not refreshed. So let's click refresh and it might take a few minutes. You could also stop from here if you select any machine, and you'd be able to stop it from this screen. So either shut down or stop it. That's all for now. Hope you found it useful. If you have any issues installing it, please leave your comments and I'll try to address them as soon as I can. Thank you.